Hi, all. Welcome to Perseverance Software Training Institute. I'm Sai, the technical tutor at Perseverance. All right, so today we'll understand what is a full stack. So we'll be hearing here and there that okay, we are interested in learning full stack development, and let's understand what is full stack development. So full stack includes three components. So one is front end, back end, and databases. All right. So coming to these three components, so they are of different tiers. So front end we also call as presentation tier, back end is logical tier, databases is called as data tier. So we'll see why it is called as so. All right, so we should understand what all these three components are. All right, so front end is all about, it is an interface where the users talk to the softwares applications. So if I navigate to facebook.com, we see a interface with Facebook logo and a blue a blue theme, etc., right? All those options are part of front end. So whatever we see in the browser is a front end component. And before understanding backend, let's talk about databases. So database is nothing but it is the place where the data collection happens, or the data storage happens, right? uh, Moreover, we should call it as a data storage rather than collection. Okay, so this database helps us to store the data. For example, a user is created on the front end. The very first time we sign up a user, right, that particular user is basically stored on the database. Got it, right? Yeah. All right, the next time we logged into the front end, so if the user id or the password is matching, we see a response that okay, you are successfully logged in. If not, it basically, showcases a message stating that okay, the user ID and password is invalid or invalid credential, so and so messages are showcased, right? So all these are handled by backend components. So uh, what is backend is? Backend is a intermediary between our front end and the database. Okay, so that is our backend. So what happens is, the moment I logged into the front end is the user interface. So user interface uh, passes the ID password is passed to backend, and from the backend checks the data information according to the logic written in the backend component, and that according to that logic it checks the data and fetches the data from DB. If the DB responds the data with a positive outcome, so it responds with a message, okay, with an appropriate, or with an exact message that okay, your user ID credentials are valid. Okay, if the case where we pass a user ID and password, it is passed to backend, and from backend, a backend tries to check the data on the DB and it is not available. All right, so in that case, so there will be a logic here only on the backend that okay, the user ID password you have passed is not correct. All right, so or invalid, so on, so it gives a prompt. So all those prompts what we see on the front end with a responses of this with the responses, all those are handled by the uh, you know backend component. Okay, that is where we call front end as a presentation tier, because it's present the application where the user interface is presented with a lot of many options and impressive pages and all. And database is the location where the data is stored, and backend is the one which is a intermediary between front end and database. All right, so this is called as three tier architecture, and all the modern applications nowadays are of three tier. And now, so full stack is all about learning all these technologies, learning front end, back end, and databases as well. All right, guys, thanks for your time.